Well, good evening, everyone, from Alice Springs, Central Australia. This is episode 836, and I am your host, Murray Stewart. This is a night where I'm not sure how I feel, folks. I'm not sure how I feel. I have mixed emotions. Sadness, vindication, glee, and hope. So what has happened today is the Northern Territory government, in the wake of the unacceptable criminal behaviour here in Alice Springs over a sustained period, has declared a state of emergency for Alice Springs. So therefore, a youth curfew has been declared for those under 18 years of age from 6 o'clock in the evening to 6 o'clock in the morning. Well indeed. This has been something that myself and Robin Lamley had voted for by the Alice Springs Town Council in 2006. And we did at that time call on the NT government to take such a measure. But successive Labor governments have turned their back on the town council representatives, on the townspeople, and indeed on people such as myself and the Honourable Robin Lamley, who was a soldier with me at the time, in bringing this before the council and therefore before the Northern Territory government. So I guess it's only taken them, 18 years to enact this measure, albeit it's only for a short period, 2 weeks. So I guess there are as many questions as there are answers. For example, if this is successful, then what? Does it mean that we can extend this curfew, this common sense measure? Will it be challenged on the streets by the youth and therefore making a mockery of what is a common sense decision? I mean, it's not too hard to understand that it's not a good place for young people to be on our streets late at night. That is something that is commonly understood by all good families. All of the sensible thinking around this should absolutely reinforce that this is actually not even controversial. It's something that just happens in all good families. I mean, throughout Australia, are you as a young person allowed just to walk out the door without mum and dad applying a curfew? Of course not. This is just backing common sense, backing the mums and dads, because you know what, there are plenty of decent Aboriginal families who will be applauding this measure because at last their cries for help, their want to have their kids indoors has been answered, because they have a measure at law now that they can actually refer to when trying to instruct their children. Oh yes, not only has the Northern Territory government, by turning its back on the people of Alice Springs, and there's very sensible ask, not only have they turned their back on the leaders of Alice Springs who have been asking for this, but they have also turned their backs on the many decent Aboriginal families who have been destroyed by criminality within their own families. violence within their own families, poor behaviour within their own families. Yes, this lack of response up until now by the NT government has actually created criminals. It has. They have been manufactured on our streets late at night over periods of time. So my only fear is this is too little, too late. But I got to say, I am at least saying to the Northern Territory government, thank you for this emergency measure, but please take note. Please take note. We need it absolutely enforced, no matter what, because coming for you will be all of the do-gooders throughout Australia. Ah, yes, I can hear them now. I can hear them now. And you must hold strong against them, no matter what. Because there will be those who will try and test this curfew, the smart Alex, and the criminals, the ill-disciplined. Oh yes, there will be. They'll try it on. And in the attempts of the police to actually police what is a common sense measure, oh yes, you watch the term racist thrown around. Oh yes, get ready folks, it'll be thrown around. I've been hearing it this afternoon, even on ABC radio across the Northern Territory, about how it's everyone's fault except for those who have been responsible for the criminal behaviour. And yes, the term racist has already got going even before the bell rung on the implementation of the curfew, which started at 6 o'clock this evening, only a matter of minutes ago. So look, I wish the police all the best. And I wish the leaders who are brave enough to implement this policy, I wish them all the best. But I ask you to be brave. Because trust me, the criticism is coming. It's coming. Oh yes, it'll be the same old sector. Oh yes, the same old screaming lefties who have caused all of these issues to occur. They've created the misery industry, all for themselves. They've created the criminals. Oh yes, they have. And yet they will have the loudest voices when this common sense policy is attempted. Because that's all we can do when flying against this sort of element within our society who have totally led to the destruction of good, strong, family, traditional and common sense values. They have literally ripped those values apart over decades now, and we have seen the damage. Not only here in Alice Springs, but right across Australia. 100% we have, and the fault lies with a crazy ideology that has been left to do their thing, leading to this out of control behaviour. Well, the time has come to draw a line in the sand. It has. And tonight, the police, as I said, they have my blessing. Anyone who's out there trying to do their best against insurmountable odds, you absolutely have my blessing. And I'm sure the majority of my listeners are backing you 100%. They are. Okay, so this has been episode 836. Am I right, Tammy?
Yes, that's right, Murray.
And Tammy, she is a very, very good producer and support worker for me, and she's here nice and safe with me tonight. And I one thing for certain is I believe you'll be ID'd, Tammy, in respect to establishing what your age is. So I'm thinking I might just go out there and test it myself. And if I'm asked for my ID, I'll say, thank you, sir, for, getting my age completely wrong. Maybe I've taken the fountain of youth. You never know. But look, good luck to the police. Absolutely good luck to them all. Our Northern Territory Police men and women. Good luck. All right, this has been it. Episode 836 of Blind Magic Communications production.